Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bent and I'm the founder and owner of TechViews Nope, and today we are going to get into another Android tutorial, and this one is going to get into handling errors and how to deal with that. Now, as far as that goes, if you haven't seen the previous video, I highly recommend it, and go ahead and check the card out towards the top for that. But if you know about how to deal with logs and dialog boxes and stuff of this nature, then feel free to go to the next video, and the card should be towards the top with that. And keep in mind, these videos come out about once or twice a week depending on my schedule. So with this going into here, what we're doing is we're trying to catch an error. So one thing, and this will be something that you see constantly, almost to the point that you can just copy and paste the stuff. It's constant, and you'll see in your own projects, and also especially in corporational projects. So with this, a try catch block is basically a block that allows you to catch an exception. You have a IO exception, so input output exception, and you got a few other things like that. But anyways, what happens is let's say that this is successful. You want to log it. Great. You can have code like this, but if there's an error or there's something else, well, what you want to do is do a else statement, and you can log it. Like, say for example, we want to log it because you too want to log it, but instead of doing like this where we're doing redundancy, so we need to be dry. We need to get rid of all redundancies if and when possible, so it makes it easier, because the bigger the code is, the longer it takes to run. And even something this small, you really just want to make it where it's easier for you to read. So instead of doing something like that, what you can do is, let's just get rid of this, is just paste it up here, because you want it to log it no matter what. So there you go. Now with this, say that there's an error that comes up, and keep in mind the log is really for us, but say an error comes up, we want the user to see some dialog box or something to say, okay, this has problems, and they don't hit the button 500 times trying to figure out what's going on. So we're making a application for, I don't know, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, or whatever company with a manufacturing plant, and you got an application controlling a crane, and the person tells the crane to stop with the application, and the crane don't stop. They hit it, keep hitting it, it don't stop. Yeah, they're going to have to actually be told, hey, this ain't going to work. You need to manually go there and stop the thing. And that way, I mean, that's a extreme example, but you can get my drift on this, that there's an actual legitimate reasons why you want to tell the user. Then on top of that, let's say, for example, I am contracted by Boeing, like Martin, whatever, to make an application for them. And I don't want to be on site all the time or trying to pull up their stuff and then say, is everything going good? And hope that their workers tell me yes or no or whatever, and whatever else. So what I'll do, and I'm not going to show this bit, I'm just saying it's possible, but what I will do is I'll have a server somewhere, off-site server, if the application can have off-site access. If not, then this won't work. But I have off-site server somewhere. The application, whenever it gets an error, it will send a message. It will not only tell the user there is a problem, it will send a message out to the server. I will get an email alert saying, hey, this actually has a problem. Take a look at this. I can look at it and say, oh, this did kick off an error. let's take a look into this. I can contact Boeing or whatever. So like say for example, if they're under contract where they say here you build this application, then they pay extra amounts for maintenance over a period of time, and as long as they keep renewing a contract for maintenance, then I'll still keep getting errors as they happen from their stuff. Otherwise I'll block their stuff and say you're on your own, but it will allow someone else to maintain it if need be. But in the meantime, I will get the thing and I can call them up and say, hey, I'm pushing a update to your devices. What time do you think is the best time? And they'll update it, they'll fix it, and I'll keep an eye out for a day or two on the servers to see if any new errors come up. If not, we're good, and I'll just wait for emails to come in. So just saying that that's possible. That's way too advanced for this course, but that is totally possible. Now, as far as that goes, let's make a alerts if error method. And what we want to do is just go over the red text and press sorry about that, Alt Enter, create a new method, and there we go. What we want to do from here is go to Java and create a dialog box. So if an error happens, then we can tell it to kick off that class. The dialog box comes up, the person knows there's an error, and goes from there. So what we want to do is say alerts dio, just name it whatever. I'm just gonna leave it alert, and we'll change it if need be. But you can have that. Now the first thing we need to do is start doing extends. Now as far as this goes, what we need to do is go and do extends, dialog fragments. Then you want this one. So let's start typing it out. And you notice that there's two of them. This is for older applications, so legacy applications. This is not a legacy application. This is a newer one. So we want that one, the Android.app. And then we do it on create dialog and press enter, and that auto fills that out. So in case you're wondering, there is autofill, so you don't have to do all this crap. And you just gotta remember the thing that you're trying to get up there. Now, as far as the next thing is we don't need this. So what we need to do is replace that with alerts dialog dots builder builder equals new alert. And it might seem like I'm going a little bit fast, but remember a long while back I got into how to figure out like within Android Studio how to figure out what each one of these little things does, and there's a method. So instead of doing redundancy, something that you can figure out yourself fairly easily, just keep that one in mind. I just want to point that out. And one thing I want to mention before I forget, normally we would use something like this, and the reason why we're not doing that is because it's a new class and whatnot. Now, as far as this goes, let's close this out so it doesn't get annoying. We can do a get activity, and this would be fine, but what we need to do, oops, sorry about that, I forgot to do builder. But we can do that, but we will in a later time need this. So again, dealing with the don't do redundancy, let's do the contents equals, and if you don't know that you need it at a time, it's cool. But the thing is I know I will need it later on, so There we go. So keep that in mind. And with this, just put in contents, and we have that. So instead of typing this get activity over and over and over, or at least more than once, we can just type it in one time and just call from that. And it makes it, again, faster in the call process and overall better. Well, in fact, we'll take care of all that later on, because we're going to set all this stuff up in the next video, or one of the next videos. But anyways, as far as things goes, this has been Corey Bennett, found on Tech Reviews. Nope. If you like this video, then leave a like, subscribe, share, and check out our Patreon campaign to help these videos keep coming out, especially on a regular basis. But anyways, hope you like this, hope it's helped out, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.